You know, the only reason the globalists might succeed is what they're doing is so over the top. I mean, just no Bill of Rights, no Constitution, you're all terrorists. We're going to put you on secret lists, not let you have jobs. We're going to track off an ID card, everything you buy, sell, and do. I read that 12 years ago off Club of Rome documents. Now Nancy Pelosi comes out and says, yeah, your whole carbon record, everything you buy, sell, and do will all be chronicled on your national ID card. We want to adopt it worldwide. She goes to China and gives that speech. I mean, just total slavery, total control, probably 30 times worse than 1984 in the level of surveillance and control. Bureaucrats, just bureaucratic, nanny stating you to death. All these, it's perfect plan. All these lazy, stupid Americans and lazy, stupid Europeans will be feeding, and we'll all have little clipboards and power backed up with guys with machine guns. You don't like being our slave? Give us the property. I mean, I'm telling you, folks, they mean business. They are big, fat parasites. So you want to be dominated by lesser men who know how to combine their forces together and gang rape you financially? Get ready. They've introduced the Cyberbullying Act. They got Hannah Montana, the TV character, the Cyrus idiot, that openly says the government will decide itself if you've hurt someone's feelings. Federal indictment looks like that's going to pass. The hate crimes bills are probably going to pass. Feds to get power to target websites making false claims. Key story from PrisonPlanet.com, Paul Joseph Watson. The Federal Reserve refuses to disclose where trillions of dollars in bailout money went, and yet the FTC is more concerned about snooping into the financial affairs of bloggers who make a few bucks off affiliate relationships, according to new guidelines set to be introduced next year that would give the government a foot in the door to regulate and shut down blogs for making false claims. And they say, we're going to do this for political stuff, too. The FTC is now going to be everything. No judge, no jury, just look. Hand your money over at the barrel of a gun. We're the government. We work for offshore banks. Governor vetoes child abuse bill. This is out of the Statesman. This is just incredibly good news. Just came out. And it admits that it would have violated the Fourth Amendment. You child molesters, you still try to run around and you still violate the law and snatch kids. And now people are prosecuting you because you get outside your agency purview and that little immunity claim's being pierced. And you big fat pedophiles are going to prison. Aha, you didn't get your stinking bill. We stopped you again, you maggots. I hate you, and we will defeat you and crush you, you maggots. We're calling you out. We're not cowed anymore. We're not laying down anymore. Period. Unbelievable. Got all this other news. It's just insane. Folks, you got to read this. Tomorrow I'm going to get some guests on about this, and I'm going to go hog wild with this because it's set to pass the Senate and the House. Imagine the federal government taking over all waterways, all water. Under the Wetlands Act, they were taking people's property, saying they couldn't build on it. If it had like a puddle of water, you'd build a fence. They'd come seize it, put fines on you. People sued them and beat them because they didn't have that authority. This bill legislatively says all water, puddles, aquifers, everything, so they can then stop wells, put meters on your wells, tax you. In Austin, they grabbed over 20,000 acres from people under the guise of the aquifer with local scams. So imagine what they're going to do with this scam. Nothing to do with water. Totally targeting Texas and the South and places that don't have a lot of federal land. I mean, I forgot the key. There is 4 to 5 times we read the bill, buffer zones around a cattle pond, a creek, a river. So let's say you got a creek that isn't even on your property. They're going to claim no Bill of Rights. They can come on your property. They can do whatever they want with buffer zones that they decide around the land, around the water. So just if you got waterfront property, look out, because here come the federal scumbag parasite filth. The bankers are imploding America by design. They've got to put the country into receivership, and the ports, the roads, the water, it's all theirs. Unless we stand up and say this is illegitimate criminals, we're saying no. Retransmission starts now. Infowars.com.